And we're back again for this edition of the Wine O'Clock Report. Brought to you by Wine, because wine not.
The wine o'clock. It's
Oh,
wine o'clock.
It's wine o'clock, so it's time to indulge. Cheers.
I drank before we cheers.
That's okay. That's okay. It happens. Now, I know you're so eager to find out what today's wine is going to be. Glad you asked. We talk about food-friendly wines all the time. We're all about food-friendly. We love wines that not only can you drink by themselves, but if you...
By themselves.
By themselves.
We're right by the shelves.
Right by the shelves. We can also have them with different sorts of foods, and we love to concentrate our attentions on those wines. This is as good a varietal of wine as you can possibly find to be food friendly, a red varietal. It is a Spanish wine called Grenache del Fuego. It's Grenache of the fire.
And you can tell by the flames on the label.
That's right.
Very clever packaging, Grenache del Fuego.
That's right. And Grenache is one of those that is just it's in many, many parts of the world, but especially Spain loves it, France loves it. I think they've got it down in South America, in some of the countries down there, but it's just, and of course California has really adopted it big time. And it's one of those that just really, a lot of times you'll find it paired with Syrah or Shiraz, especially Syrah. I think they're a little bit different. We won't get into that
We'll
now.
talk about that when we have a Syrah. Or maybe we'll do a comparison episode one time.
Maybe we will. That sounds good. Yay, we're already planning for future episodes.
Future.
Because we like doing this.
We like you
And
out there
we like you.
in YouTube land.
That's right.
Look at my fingernails.
Look at her fingernails. It's still the holiday season here. And so, okay, now to the wine proper. When you're already, you're getting a good wine when you're already getting an immediate response on the bouquet. Definite pepper. Definitely pepper.
Okay. I'll give you pepper.
Definitely pepper. Definitely kind of a plum. There's other fruits, but
I don't like it.
you don't like it?
I don't like it.
Oh my God.
It's very bitter to me.
Okay.
You know how the sides of your tongue is where you taste bitter? I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah. Yes,
The
that's true.
sides of my tongue are like going, whoa!
Okay. Ooh, that's not good.
Not for me, it isn't, because I don't really like bitter.
Oh well. I wonder if you'd like it a little bit better if it were chilled just a little bit, brought to French room temperature.
No.
Maybe not. But that's fine. You know what? Wine is all about the adventure.
If you like it, go ahead.
I will.
Everybody likes different stuff. Somebody likes this, or they wouldn't be able to sell any of it.
And if you'd like, you can either have it sit there, or I could go get you another glass right quick.
Or why don't you chat about that, and
Okay.
I'll take care of that.
Yes. And remember what I was saying, though. Wine is definitely an adventure. A lot of people with their wines get the same wine every time. Well, there are more and more good wines out there, and more that means you want to take a chance. If you don't take a chance and try some new wines, then you'll get stuck in a rut. And who wants to be stuck in a rut?
Not me.
Not her. She definitely doesn't want to be stuck in a rut. We have favorites. We go to those favorites most of the time when we're not doing Wine O'Clock Report. However, but the thing is, I may have bought this. I can't remember which. But in any case, I get. What is that? What is that other berry I'm getting? Somebody got Sauvignon Blanc, her favorite wine. Well, now she's happy. So,
but we're talking about this.
we're talking about this. So I will talk about this. I'm getting different things. I'm definitely getting a variety of flavors.
I have to go answer the door.
She's been expecting a package. And she's been eagerly expecting it all day. And usually when they bring packages around, they bring it around a lot earlier than Wine O'Clock. But she's been so eagerly awaiting this that she's going to actually go off camera. Can you see that she's gone off camera? She's not here anymore. I know that's hard to believe, but she's not here anymore. Uh-oh. Oh, she's happy. Oh, she's happy. Oh, she's happy.
I got packages.
She got packages. Whenever you get packages, especially this time of year, you're always going to be happy.
Keep talking about the wine.
This is there's kind of a cake too.
Cake?
There's a bit of a cake taste, but it's kind of like a spice cake.
All right, I
You
have
remember
to try
the old
this cake. I love cake.
You remember the old spice cakes? Well, unless you're our age or whatever, you may not remember them, but the old spice
like it.
cake, it's more of a texture, I think, for cake than anything else. But yes, she's busy opening her package. But this wine is like any others. It's definitely worth trying once. And that's the thing, and that's why it's valuable for you to go to wine tastings. That way, you could try it in a tasting setting, either at the winery or we've got our really good liquor stores here. Offer the ones we patronize offer free wine tastings, and so somebody's real eager to show off her present. I don't know who.
I got an Apple Watch.
She got an Apple Watch. She's a tech whiz and she loves gadgets.
I do.
She does.
Now, I know that there's probably people out there that don't care too much for the Apple products, but half the free world can't be wrong.
Is there Apple in this? Let me see.
This has gone from a wine tasting show to an iWatch reveal show, or Apple Watch as case may be, because it does not say iWatch, it has Apple Watch.
Yeah, but there's no Apple in this. So the
Definitely
apple
not.
is not applicable to the wine.
Although this Sauvignon Blanc I'm drinking now has a little bit of apple in it.
Yes, no, Sauvignon Blanc typically does have
little
some
bit.
apple. It's not going to be the dominant flavor, but it'll be there on the finish.
Da-da-da-da-da. Deboxing. Oh, look. It comes in a fancy schmancy watch box. If only I could figure out how to open it.
I don't think she's interested in the wine anymore. I think she's interested in her Apple Watch. Well, that happens. This is live TV or live YouTube
Apple
or
Watch.
live whatever. So rather,
Do-do-do-do. Apple Watch. I opted for the rose gold aluminum sport with a lavender watch band.
not the rose gold aluminum sport with lavender watch band.
Rose gold aluminum sport with a lavender watch band.
Wow.
Yay!
Yay!
Merry Christmas to me.
Mhm.
Or actually, happy birthday to me. This was
No.
my birthday present to myself.
No, this would be good with lighter, happier foods.
Like the
burgers.
kind of wine you
Hot
might drink
dogs.
when your Apple Watch comes in. Except that I don't like it.
Pizza always pizza, calzones. This would be, and of course, in tapas. Remember, this is a Spanish wine, and in Spain, tapas rule.
So I'm gonna try it for a third time because sometimes the first taste is kind of.
She's doing it the way you should do it. Don't let your first impressions. Try it at least 3 or 4 times, and if it still doesn't work for you,
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers did even the.
Okay, it's better now.
okay, good.
The middle part of my tongue actually got some flavor this time, so there must have been something with the initial aeration of the wine that was really very bitter to me.
Right.
It
Well,
still wouldn't be something I would choose again, but
but
it's
then
not
again,
that
that's
bad.
the thing. Wine is a living thing, just like we are, and
It's alive.
At different parts of the day, with different bottles, different different vintages. If you want to go into vintage wine, you can get different results. Sometimes even radically different results. So
You gotta watch out for
That
those
would
radical
be-
wines.
that would be the kind of thing. If she thought enough of it to want to give it another chance, then I could get another bottle and she could try it again in a week or 2 or a month or whatever.
Or maybe
but-
with some food.
or maybe with some food. Do you want me to go get something?
You can whip up a gourmet meal like that.
I can pull something out of the fridge.
We could do the
We
trick.
have a fridge.
We could do the trick where you pause the thing and you go get the thing, and then we come back and we act like it was just magic.
Why don't we do that? See, this is Arkansas. Even though this is Arkansas, we do have refrigerators where we are. So
We
I'm going to
actually
go do
have
that.
indoor plumbing,
And indoor plumbing. Wow.
central heat and air.
And air, yes. Yes, cool.
Pretty
cool.
high style in here in
I am
Arkansas.
going to go get some food and I will be right back. Hang on.
Hold, please.
Hold, please. And we're back. Yay!
So I got me some sharp cheddar cheese.
Sharp cheddar cheese.
Because I figured as strong of a flavor as the wine would have, the sharp cheddar might be something that it would pair with well.
Mm-hmm.
So, eating cheese.
There you go.
Eating cheese.
Eating
do run,
cheese.
run, run, do run, run.
There you go.
Now, the test.
The test.
Definitely a food-friendly wine.
Definitely a food-friendly wine.
it's
Sometimes
bitter.
they're not that great on their own, but with food, it brings them out, and it brings them
think-
out for certain people.
For some reason, the sharpness, or maybe it's the sweetness of the cheese, like toned down that bitter, weird.
Yeah.
I want to say tannin, but Grenache is not really a tannin.
Not a lot of tannin, not like Cabernet Sauvignon.
Not at all. But the good news is this wine will stand up to some strong flavor foods.
Yes.
So,
And strong cheeses if you want to use it like as a first course wine, and your first course is a good strong cheese, a sharp and extra sharp, a smoked Gouda maybe.
speaking
might
of
work.
which, I have a question.
Yes.
So you go to some fancy schmancy restaurants, and they have a cheese plate for an appetizer.
Yeah. Sure.
You go to other fancy schmancy restaurants, and they have the cheese course as the pre-dessert course.
Right.
Which is correct.
Yes. In America 2015, they're both correct. The cheese course, I believe near the end was French, because sometimes it either was before the dessert or was in lieu of the dessert or after the dessert. But it typically came toward the end of the meal. But now, a lot of times they start with especially at wine bars, they love to serve. They may not serve entire meals, but they'll serve plates of, maybe artisan breads and cheeses and meats. Any
Like at
combination
Stone
thereof.
Cellar in Eureka Springs.
Like Stone Cellar in Eureka Springs. So that may be what Grenache de Fuego would be good for.
I think so.
If it works.
And I think if the little cheese plate comes with like the grapes and like fruits too, I think if you had something super sweet or fruity like to eat with this, it might be really good.
Yeah, some grapes, and that's why on a lot of cheese plates that you get in wine bars, you'll have grapes and things like that, and maybe some strawberries or whatever, because the different flavors interact differently with different wines that you're pairing.
You know what I think they need to put on
What?
those nibbly plates that you get at the wine bars?
Nibbly plates, yes.
Capers.
Capers, yes. They a lot of times, especially if you go to a Spanish tapas place, and remember this is a Spanish wine.
Grenache de Fuego.
They have olive plates at the very beginning.
they
They'll
do.
also have things like garlic shrimp, and
Now I'm getting hungry.
the plates will be either made be real small and just fruit and vegetable, or shrimp or whatever, or they could be fairly large and elaborate. But in any case, and at some point in time, we'll get into the story of how they got the name of tapas. However, I'm thinking it's
I think
about
we're
time.
about time to wrap.
It's about time to wrap.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
remember,
remember,
a meal without wine is called breakfast.
that's right.
Unless you have a mimosa.
That's right. That's right. Or there's others. Bloody Marys.
Does that have wine in it? No.
Yeah, well, that's true. Wine rocks. So, it ain't the only beverage on the earth, but it walks.
It walks.
It walks. It walks. And with that,
Does
I
it
think
one?
it's time. Huh?
Never mind.
Okay, it's time to sign off this edition of the Wine O'Clock Report. And as always, later, people.
Arrivederci.
That's Italy.